We've just had a massive news dump about all the new sets dropping in the first half of 2024. Outlaws at Thunder Junction, Modern Horizons 3, Universes Beyond Assassin's Creed, and Gloomhaven. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Starting with Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Magic's first Western themed set. We finally got all the details on exactly what Oko is up to and the crew he's pulled together. Thanks to the Omen Pass opening up after the Phyrexian invasion, Thunder Junction has now been connected to the rest of the multiverse, and Oko has discovered that at the heart of Thunder Junction there is an unopened vault that contains unimaginable wealth and treasures. So of course, he plans to pull off the biggest heist in the whole of the multiverse. Let's meet the team he's pulled together. First, there's the ringleader himself, Oko, represented with his own new Planeswalker card. A 4-mana Simic 3 loyalty Planeswalker that has the triggered ability, at the beginning of combat on your turn, Oko the ringleader becomes a copy of up to one target creature you control until end of turn, except he has hexproof. For +1 you get to draw 2 cards, and if you've committed a crime this turn, discard a card. Otherwise, discard 2 cards. We'll talk more about crimes shortly and what that means for the game. His -1 simply creates a 3/3 green elk token, and his ultimate for -5 for each other non-land permanent you control, create a token that's a copy of that permanent. Drawing cards and creating blockers has always been a key trait of powerful Planeswalkers, so be sure to keep your eye on this one. As far as committing crimes go, this is a new batch mechanic that is similar to Historic and Modify. Historic, for example, simply refers to cards or tokens that are artifacts, sagas, or anything with the legendary subtype. To commit a crime, you simply need to have a spell or an ability either target your opponent or anything they control, which includes spells, permanents, cards in their hand, cards in their library, or cards in their graveyard. So thought seizing your opponent? That's a crime. Countering one of their spells? That's a crime. Turning someone's commander into an elk? You better believe that's a crime. Commander players can relax though, crimes need to target something. This means that Wizards have confirmed that Armageddon, Farewell, and Torment of Hailfire for 50 are not crimes. Moving on to the rest of the crew, we've got another preview with Tiny Bones the Pickpocket, a legendary 1/1 for 1 with Death Touch that when it deals combat damage to a player, you can cast a non-land card from that player's graveyard. And because this ability targets, it's a crime. The last of the crew members are Veraska the Silencer, Rakdos the Muscle, newcomer Annie Flash the Veteran, and what apparently is his final adventure, Kellen the Kid. Two final things for Thunder Junction: there are 2 bonus sheets with this set that can be found in all boosters. The first is being the Breaking News sheet, which features a number of reprints that will all trigger the crime mechanic. Thoughtseize and Crime and Punishment are the first 2 previewed. In addition to the crime cards, you can also find wanted posted variants of the crew. These crime cards are guaranteed to appear in every booster. The last bonus sheet is known as the Big Score. These are effectively placing the list slot in boosters. Thematically, these are the goodies that are likely to be locked away in the Thunder Junction vault. This sheet features 40 brand new standard legal cards. The first of which is a new sword, Sword of Wealth and Power. It follows the same layout as the previous versions. It's a 3-mana equipment with Equip 2. It gives the equipped creature +2/+2 and has protection from instants and sorceries. And when the creature deals combat damage to a player, you create a treasure token and you get to twin cast your next instant or sorcery. One last card that was revealed, Fibblefib Lost on the Range, a 3-mana blue 1/1 that mentions a new mechanic called Plot. Judging from what we've seen on the commander boxes, I imagine this has something to do with playing cards face down as lands, but I'll update you once we find out. Thunder Junction previews start on March 26 and pre-release kicks off on April 12th. Next, we got an in-depth look at what's to come with Universes Beyond Assassin's Creed. The team have confirmed that this set is going to be 100 cards, 80 of which will be brand new and 20 of them will be reprints. It will include characters from every single Assassin's Creed game. Starting with 4 iconic cards, we have Ezio, Altair, the Hidden Blade, and the Animus. The Ezio card also shows off a new mechanic, free running. Extremely similar to the Prow mechanic from Morningtide back in 2008, free running says, you may cast a spell for its free running cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin or a commander. It's also worth noting that because Ezio has the 5 mana symbols in his finishing blow ability, he can be a 5-color commander for your assassin's deck. We also got to look at 3 of the reprints, Temporal Trespass, Cover of Darkness, and Sword of Feast and Famine. As, don't forget, this set is legal in Modern. Now, what I personally think is the craziest reveal of this set is the fact that we're getting 4 real-life historic figures being printed in this set. The first 2 are Leonardo da Vinci and Cleopatra, Exiled Pharaoh. These cards will be printed in borderless art as well as a serialized version which will also be printed in the character's home language. Italian for Leonardo da Vinci and Greek for Cleopatra. Of course, there's a bunch of different art treatments for the other cards, but we must end on my favourite card of the day, Haystack. Assassin's Creed previews start on June 18th, and the set will be launching with Beyond boosters, collector boosters, and a starter kit on July 5th. Moving on to Modern Horizons 3 news, we got some big confirmations. Firstly, the double face cards that were hinted at previously have been announced to be a cycle of Planeswalker Origins, similar to the ones we got from the Magic Origins set. These double face cards aim to tell the story of how a Planeswalker got their spark. Ajani was revealed at the event, a white 1/2 for 2 that creates a 2/1 cat token. And whenever one or more other cats dies, F's in chat for Ajani's brother, exile Ajani and return him transformed. Ajani flips into Ajani Nakato Avenger, a red-white 3 loyalty planeswalker with some interesting abilities. It was also confirmed that Tamiyo would be getting a transforming card too. Now, before the story buff asks, didn't we lose Tamiyo in the Phyrexian invasion? Well, yes we did. Modern Horizons sets don't progress the overall main story. They are cards presenting points in time. Which brings us to our next card, Emrakul the World Anew. A 12 mana 12/12 that says, when you cast this spell, gain control of all creatures target player controls. It has flying, protection from spells, and permanents that were cast this turn, and when Emrakul the World Anew leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control. It also has Madness for 6 colorless mana. Madness is the special ability that says if you were to discard this card, you may exile it and then cast it for its Madness cost. So with a simple looting ability, you could be casting the new Emrakul for just 6 mana. That protection ability is not to be underrated too. It stops planeswalkers that are usually deployed to stop threats like this. It stops the other popular Leyline Binding and Solitude. Any creatures with haste it can easily block, as well as targeted instants or sorceries. If you do happen to face one of these on the battlefield, Otawara or Wrath of God will certainly do the trick to help you out here. And while yes, she can be countered, that gain control of creatures ability triggers on cast, so be mindful of that. We also got a first look at some other brand new cards, including one of the cycle of new free spells, a throwback to the Atogs of old days, and confirmation that energy is making a return. It was also announced that Priest of Titania and Leylai the Blade Reforge will also become modern legal. And of course, we got the confirmation that allied fetch lands will be coming to Modern Horizons 3 too. One final strange announcement, turns out we're getting Modern Horizon 3 Commander decks, and not only that, we're getting collector editions of the Commander decks too. We'll go over these in more detail at a later date. Modern Horizon previews start on May 21st and pre-release kicks off on June 7th. For the final block of announcements, we got a detailed look at what to expect from Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is an all-animal plane and will be focused around these 6 heroes as they look to battle large beasts known as the Calamities. Our main protagonist is Mabel, heir to Cragflame, a 3-mana 3/3 mouse soldier that buffs other mice. She also comes with the legendary Cragflame equipment. Joining Mabel we have Gev, Scaled Scorch, Hugs, Grizzly Guardian, Phineas, Ace Archer, and Zoraline, Cosmo Caller. I have no idea why we didn't learn this guy's name, but Wizards did go on to show us a couple of familiar faces that will be making an appearance. Mabel and the party will band together to take on calamities like Lumara, Bellow of the Woods, as well as Maha, its Feathers Knight. Of course, with this set being so adorable, it goes without saying that there will be adorable alternative art cards coming too. Gloomhaven will be launching with the typical slew of products, including 4 commander decks and a starter deck. Gloomhaven previews start on July 9th, with pre-release starting on July 26th. Okay, that's all the key information you need to know about the upcoming sets. I'll be making more videos on these sets closer to release date. What are you most looking forward to? As always, be sure to like the video if you learned something, and subscribe or else I'll unlock the Eldrazi prison on Gloomhaven. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.